Expansion of JFK Airport in New York. Particularly when contrasted to other big cities, New York City, a symbol of invention and modernism, has lately suffered enormous problems with its airports. Once a forerunner in world travel, New York's airports, especially John F. Kennedy International Airport, JFK, have lagged behind, regularly ranking among the worst in the world. You might ask how a city with such a rich legacy as a worldwide hub and gateway for foreign guests got in this state. Among the busiest airports worldwide, JFK witnessed an incredible 55 million passengers in 2022, and numbers are still rising. Originally opened on July 1, 1948, as New York International Airport, Anderson Field, JFK has long been a major actor in world aviation. But as we entered the 21st century, the airport's aged infrastructure and constantly rising passenger count have caused enormous problems. Numerous operational problems resulted from the initial designs not being built to accommodate the volume of planes and people of today. One of the most urgent problems with JFK Airport is its high delay rate. Over 24% of flights were delayed in 2022, ranking JFK among the poorest airports in the United States for on-time performance. Travelers find great annoyance in these regular delays, which greatly damages the airport's standing and ratings. New York City's very crowded airspace, among the busiest and most complicated in the world, adds to the difficulty. Air traffic control suffers a great load from JFK's near vicinity to LaGuardia and Newark airports, as well as several smaller airports. Even small weather changes can set off a series of delays and cancelments, further taxing an already overworked infrastructure. On top of these problems, JFK's infrastructure aggravates passengers' challenges. Every terminal runs almost separately, resulting in a disconnected and ineffective passenger experience. Unlike contemporary airports with linked terminals, JFK's design makes getting between flights a slow and time-consuming chore. This antiquated architecture limits passenger flow and adds to the general airport inefficiencies. However, with the start of the JFK redevelopment program, a $19 billion investment meant to modernize the airport, JFK Airport has started a transforming trip despite past obstacles. For one of the busiest airports worldwide, especially considering estimates of over 75 million passengers by 2030, this huge project is revolutionary. Four key terminal projects comprise the JFK redevelopment program: American Airlines, Terminal 8, Delta/JFK AT, Terminal 4, the new Terminal 1, JMP Terminal 6. These improvements will transform JFK into a modern airport fit for a 21st century traveler. Beyond only a facelift, these projects will bring world-class facilities, a uniform terminal layout, and almost 15,000 jobs. Enhanced ground transit choices, wider taxiways, more gate capacity, and innovative security procedures will wow visitors. The new Terminal 6, which just finished its first year of building, is among the most interesting additions. Working with the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, JFK Millennium Partners has given visitors a taste of what to expect when the terminal opens early 2026. Covering an amazing 1.2 million square feet, Terminal 6 will have 10 additional gates, 9 of which will serve wide-body aircraft. Situated next to the current Terminal 5, the major hub for JetBlue Airways, it will also be connected airside for flawless passenger transfers. Relocating its operations for Lufthansa, Swiss, Austrian Airlines, and Brussels Airlines from Terminal 1 to Terminal 6 in early 2026, the Lufthansa Group has already said that it will be the first tenant of the new Terminal 6. To go to the new terminal, the Port Authority is also in early talks with other airlines. Just 5 of the 10 gates will be operational at first. The other 5 are planned for completion by 2028. Terminal 6 looks to bring a lot of creative ideas. With translucent canopies meant to relieve road traffic congestion, it will have the longest departure curve at JFK. Up to 5 airline lounges, including a new Lufthansa lounge and a separate arrivals lounge, will be housed at the terminal. Given Lufthansa's flying schedule, another airline most likely to occupy the arrival lounge area. Sharing a new ground transportation center and taxi stand with Terminal 5, Terminal 6 will also link to Terminal 5 and Terminal 7 AirTrain stations. Along with a centralized TSA checkpoint furnished with the newest screening technologies, the terminal will also have a Customs and Border Protection immigration section for foreign arrivals. Rendering of the future Terminal 6 indicated will rank among the best in the country when it opens. Highlights of the design, which is reminiscent of the new Terminal 8 at Newark Liberty International Airport, include a dramatic circular skylight in the check-in area and a brilliant, airy grand hall in the departure section. Expect further updates on the interesting happenings at Terminal 6 in the next months. With selections on food and beverage, retail, and duty-free concession brands under process, the Port Authority has hinted at future announcements after the choice of important partners. Once Terminal 6 is operational, the current Terminal 7 will be destroyed to create room for this next generation of airport facilities. Still, Terminal 6 is merely one of the significant development projects changing JFK Airport. A $9.5 billion makeover is scheduled to drastically change Terminal 1. Combining the previous and current Terminals 1, 2, and 3 into a vast 2.4 million square foot international terminal, this project will concentrate JFK's south side and become the hub of activity. When completed, the new Terminal 1 at JFK will be the biggest at JFK, almost equal to the combined capacity of the two new terminals at LaGuardia Airport. Scheduled for 2026, the first significant milestone will comprise the new arrivals and departures hall, as well as the first phase of 14 more gates. Terminal 1 will have 23 gates by 2030, along with new check-in hall and redesigned arrival spaces. From the 12 gates of present Terminal 1 and the recently closed Terminal 2's 11 gates, this represents a notable increase. Part of the JFK Vision Plan is to redesign the airport. This massive project, a number of this plan's components have already started to take form. American Airlines, for example, has led a $400 million overhaul of its JFK hub, adding 3 premium lounges, new gates, and a revamped check-in area. Along with other Oneworld Alliance airlines, British Airways and Iberia have moved to Terminal 8 to improve amenities and simplify travel connections. Additionally, aggressively investing in modernizing its JFK Terminal 4 facility, Delta Airlines has spent $1.5 billion on a complete overhaul. This project adds 2 new sky clubs, 11 more gates, and a revised check-in area, therefore greatly enhancing the passenger experience. Although all this building could cause some minor interruptions and traffic congestion, the outcome looks to be quite worth the wait. These upgrades will significantly boost JFK's capacity and efficiency, therefore guaranteeing a better, more pleasurable experience for every visitor using the airport. JFK Airport's future appears brighter and more contemporary than ever as it is being rebuilt to satisfy the needs of air travel in the 21st century. So that is all the time we had today, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and do hit the bell icon on your way out. See you all next time.